What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome to the Thomas Mott Show on a Thursday. It's not 8 p.m. yet, and yet we have the entire Eagles schedule. Yes, the full schedule has been leaked. This is exactly how it's going to be. The only thing we don't know is which games are going to be Sunday Night Football. But the other primetime ones are here. Let's jump into your 18-game schedule for Philadelphia. Week 1, already mentioned it earlier today, at New England. Very interesting that you get the Tom Brady returns home. They're going to honor him, probably Patriots, Hall of Fame, and all that fun stuff. He's playing the team that beat him in the Super Bowl the last time he was a Patriot. So your week 1 will be on the road. Again, I would rather play in Foxborough early on in the year. You would not like to do it on Tom Brady night, but what are you going to do? Beggars can't be choosers. Week 1 against the New England Patriots. Now, I think that'll be a win, and we'll go through some of that probably in future videos. Week 2, again, Vikings in a primetime matchup. This one, the early Thursday nighter, which is big thumbs up for that. You want to play Thursday night games early on in the year. That way you're not exhausted by week 14, week 15, and have to do a short week and then go back around and play another tough team. And so the Vikings, you get them early. They seemingly are better early on in the year. I know we beat them week 2. They kind of fall off towards the end, but a home matchup, again, what turns out to be a nightmare for Kirk Cousins, seemingly always in primetime football, but especially in Philadelphia. You gotta like having the Vikings there in week 2. Week 3, you get the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. This one's a little odd. It's like, okay, what's the draw? Because there's no real superstar quarterback unless you consider Baker Mayfield a superstar quarterback, but they put it in prime time, and so Philadelphia gets one extra day because of the Thursday game. They get the extra day in terms of the extra time off as well. So normally Thursday to Sunday, now Thursday to Monday, so even more time off for Philadelphia, but back-to-back prime time games there. Sorry to all the European people who are going to be watching late into the night, but still rest early in the morning. You get back-to-back primetime games, early stuff there for Jalen Hurts in front of a national audience. Week 4 is your first divisional matchup against the Washington Commanders. You get Sam Howell most likely early on in the season, this time in Philadelphia. You got to feel very confident about this little stretch here of kind of the bad teams at the beginning. You start off to a quick start. Patriots, Vikings, Bucks, and then the Commanders right there, which I think is kind of an indication of a 4-0 start. What do you guys think of the first quarter of this season? Let me know down below in the comments section. 2 straight road games in just 1 second. First, they are officially here. The white Philly hats are ready to rock, and I have all 30 of them sitting right below me. Actually, I have all the hats right now. We still have about 10 black left, the 30 in the white, and I'm shipping all of these today and tomorrow for those of you guys who pre-ordered them. But if you want to pick up a white right now, it will ship tomorrow. It looks absolutely fantastic. Link down below in the description box, thephillyhat.com. You want to pick these up, and I'm going to do 20% off to anybody who sees this video and places an order using promo code Mott. Again, promo code Mott down below in the comments section to get 20% off because I think the whites are really, really hot, and you guys are going to love them. Phillyhat.com. Okay, Rams in week 5 on the road. What Rams team will you get here? That's going to be a very interesting one because you're going all the way out west, and then you got to play Aaron Rodgers, which we'll talk about in a second, all the way back on the road again. But the Rams could either be a very talented team that's kind of pesky wild card because Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald, or they could just not be that good. I can't really decide which one it's going to be. But Rams there in week 5, followed by your first big quarterback test, week 6. I mean, Stafford week 5, but really week 6 against the Jets. It's going to be fascinating to see how good the Jets are this year and how the Eagles defense, especially Sean Desai, who spoke to the media earlier today, is able to handle the better quarterbacks he's going to face on this overall schedule because we remember Jonathan Gannon was terrible at it. Week 7, you have the Dolphins. That's going to be a very fun matchup. I wouldn't be surprised if that one's on Sunday night. Again, we don't know the Sunday night matchups as of filming the show right now. I'm sure you'll see it on Twitter. That's why you should follow me on Twitter at RealThomasMott. But Dolphins there in week 7. And then on the road against the Commanders. You wipe the Commanders out really, really early through the first half of the season without seeing the Cowboys and the Giants until, there they are, Dallas week 9. That will most likely be a Sunday Night Football game. Again, most likely we'll see what happens, but I'd be shocked if home week 9 will not be Sunday Night Football, which if it is, I'm definitely going to be trying to go to that one. So first 9 games, I think there are easily, for sure, 4 straight wins. I feel very confident in 4 straight wins. Then let's say you go Rams, Jets, Dolphins, you go 2-1. Okay, so you still only have 1 loss, and then Dolphins, Commanders, maybe throw 1 more loss in, or 3 losses to the first 9 games. You're sitting there 6-3. That's not bad overall, and it could be better. I don't know. We're just guesstimating right now. The bye comes at the perfect time, though. You play the Cowboys. You're on an emotional high. Hopefully you win that football game. You go into a middle of the season, week 10 bye. You get healthy. You get rejuvenated, and you refocus for a gauntlet for the next 4 weeks. Week 11 through week 14 is brutal for Philadelphia. This is, I mean, remember last year how there was that little kind of light stretch towards the middle half of the schedule for Philadelphia? It's the exact opposite. There's no Tennessee sitting here. You play at the Chiefs and what probably will be the biggest game of the year in terms of this defense. Then you play home against the Buffalo Bills. You see Patrick Mahomes, then Josh Allen, then you have the 49er matchup. You got to wake up for that defense and make sure you don't let the 49ers steal one, or else they're going to start really gloating about it. And then at Dallas. That is going to be where we're really going to determine just how good this Philadelphia Eagle team is, because you could go 1-3, 1-3. You go 2-2, 3-1. You go 4-0. I mean, that is going to be a fascinating stretch. What do you guys think of that stretch there? It's tough. Thankfully, you get Bills and 49ers both home, so it's away, home, and then away. But man, that's the gauntlet. I mean, the weather's going to start to change. You're going to be playing some really good outdoor cold weather teams, minus the 49ers, and it's going to be very, very fun. Then, of course, you have Dallas week 14. You have the Seahawks week 15, back-to-back road games there. This is where you're going to be trying to lock up the division. So you got to block up the division against the Cowboys. You got to beat the Seahawks on the road. Who knows what Geno Smith is doing at this point. Then the Giants on Christmas Day. Then it's odd they put the Cardinals so far back there, but at least you're getting, hopefully, a cupcake game. Towards the end, you get Giants, Cardinals, and then Giants week 18. That's the hope, is that you only need to win maybe 1 or 2 of those final 3 games to win the NFC East, and you get them against the easier teams. But as we look at this entire overall schedule, where are you at on wins and losses? I can find 12. I can easily find 12. To me, finding anything more than 12 gets a little bit more difficult. Like Patriots, Vikings, Bucks, Commanders, those first 4 should be wins. Rams as well. Let's talk about, there's 5 wins. Let's just say the Jets is a loss, okay? Let's say the Dolphins is a win, so that's 6. Let's say Commanders is a win, 7-1. Cowboys is a win, 8-1. Let's say you lose to the Chiefs and Bills. So there's 8-3. Then you can beat the 49ers 9-3. You're going to split with the Cowboys. They most likely do that every single year. 9-4. You beat Seattle to go 10-4. And then you're sitting there with 3 games left at 10-4. You win 2 of the next 3. You get to 12-5 overall. That, to me, is my prediction for the Philadelphia Eagles. But a hot start is key. Super Bowl champions don't get off to slow starts. You get off to hot starts. You get as many wins against the bad teams early on. That way, if you have a close loss to Patrick Mahomes, you have a close loss to the Buffalo Bills, you have a close loss to the Cowboys on the road at week 14, you're able to handle it and able to recover it. So, fascinating schedule. Now, listen. Every single year, this happens. The schedule drops. Everyone creates their content. They say, oh, win here, loss here. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is good. It all doesn't matter because we don't know how good these teams are actually going to be. The Bucs could be great this year. We don't think they are, but who knows? The Dolphins could be terrible this year. We think they're going to be good, but who knows? The Cowboys could be great. We think they're going to be bad. I mean, I don't know, right? We're going off of what we saw last year. These are different football teams, but one thing I do know, the Eagles are different than they were last year. The Eagles are better than they were last year. I think the roster is much, much more dominant, maybe even more so defensively than it is offensively, and I'm very excited to see how that is going to go. Give me your thoughts on the schedule. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is there a game on the schedule that you really want to go to? Let me know what you guys think down below right now in the comment section. Okay, plenty more stuff happening next couple of days and weeks. Again, 20% off, promo code Mott if you want to go ahead and pick up the white Philly hat. We got a couple more black ones in there, but overall 30 white ones left. Just launching these. Very excited. I'm telling you, the quality is great, and I'm shipping them all out. I mean, I literally have boxes right here. We're shipping them all out ourselves. So if you guys want to pick one up, phillyhat.com and grab one today. I'm Thomas Mott. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.